What's good, everybody? You already know who it is. It is your boy Thesis. This video today is going to be a little different. We're going to do a vlog style type video. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about the experiences over the past year actually pertaining to Beatclub, and I purposely sat and I waited because I wanted to get a full spectrum of that experience so that I can relay this to you guys. You guys keep it locked. Stay tuned. All right, so first things first. I'm very grateful actually for being able to participate in Beatclub. I actually won a contest through Metapop, and I was excited. I was actually shocked. And through the list of over 3,000 people, I was one of the 10 that won the contest. Needless to say, I was really excited once I got the box. I got my VIP membership and all these other experiences that came along with the features to being associated with Beatclub. Now, there also was a lot of speculation prior to that because a lot of people was very unfamiliar and, just trying to figure out the logistics as to what's the purpose of what would bring to, let's say, the new producer or a person of myself who's been doing this for a while. Being able to be associated with people that you don't have access to was one of the main reasons I think that Beatclub really wanted to press forward and do this, which is a great opportunity because a lot of times, a lot of producers, especially indie producers, they don't have that access to industry people. So the potential of this is still great. It is great. And having the opportunity to be able to, submit your music, there are a lot of pros and cons to it. Of course, being in the music industry, one thing you have to have is patience. And I think a lot of times in being a creative that you become impatient because you think that you have this hot product in your hand, which is your baby. Once you produce it, you put it out and that you've put your all into it. So once you submit it to someone, you're looking for that same response. Through courses of time, you have to have wisdom, you have to have experience. And I can tell you right now, it's not going to go that way. So patience is definitely going to be one of the main key characters, especially in a platform like this. I'm constantly telling myself over the year that, just to be patient and try to endure to the end. There have been some times where I have had some questions and asked myself, is it honestly worth me, taking the time to put all my work into doing this and submit it? And then, I get a response back months later, as opposed to just constantly doing what I'm doing now. I've seen a lot of other growth in different areas. And let me just say this as a note. Now, every person's experience will be different. I'm not going to say that my experience is the blueprint to how everything is going to go. One thing that I can discuss is my testimony of what I've experienced. Can't change that. With that being said, there are some things where, like I said before, it had me in question. And I was thinking, well, if we do this music platform and I'm already on a platform, which is Airbit, what is the direct purpose of really me selling my music on this platform? And then, I'm not getting a direct residual result as opposed to me selling on my own website where I've already become lucrative already, aside from, being in the industry. That's just one of the key components. A lot of people have asked me, what about, when you submit your music, are they taking your ideas? I can't say that, it's a lot in the forums where people have asked that. We hear a lot of things from different artists, different people, and we can get inspired. So I'm not going to say that that's the case, but I do want to say that, I don't believe that it takes a year to hear back from anything. But as far as just like, emails, communication on that end, it's kind of like a dead end. Every once in a while, hopefully I would get a note back from one of my representatives, but it's like a hit or miss. Unfortunately, that's the end that they need to work on. Another thing is that I'm noticing that a lot of people have asked about the price, and yes, the price point is kind of high. Fortunately, like I said, I went through a contest, so I was very fortunate, very blessed. If you have the money to do it, that's the question and key, because you're wondering, well, if I invest in this, and let me say this first, investing in yourself is awesome. It's number one. But investing in this type of capacity, and then you see, well, what's the residual that would come back from what I've gained, from what I've put in? If you don't see that you're getting a residual back, then it's kind of pointless. A lot of home-based producers are spending work money from a 9 to 5 to be able to, do this. And of course, you want to do it in moderation and you want to be wise in your spending. And a lot of these people, especially the older, I'll say seasoned producers, are 9 to 5 workers with a family. Yes, this is industry standard. Maybe this is not for me, but you want to go and take that chance, then that's the gamble there. You got to say, well, what works best for this case in this situation? And it's going to be a case by case personal situation. So you have to judge it for yourself. But it's been a very interesting ride. Well, let me slide it out. So if you guys have seen my video, so I do like the fact that I have this. It's kind of sad that, I kind of pulled it from underneath like that. It's very rare that I use it. I guess it's kind of like a trophy in this sense, but I told my son, I'll give it to him. And, once he gets his studio, he can have it as a momentum. I'm appreciative that, I won the contest. But again, aside from that, I can't say that I've had a super wow experience about it. And there are things where you have to remain humble. In being humble, sometimes you have to submit to yourself to just keep going. There have been times where I felt as a creative that maybe my music isn't good enough for the platform, not to discourage anybody and not to put you in a place of where you'll have a negative connotation about it. But just know that there are, keys and things that you have to consider when going to doing platforms such as this that's catered towards a specific audience. And that's with any platform. Yeah, I mean, basically at this point, it's just really just relying on knowing that it helps to improve your music, and it also pushes you and propels you to want to do better. But that's just my personal thing. I take some things as half good, half bad, and I just try to take the challenge and just go with it. So if anything I look from being in this experience with Beatclub is that it's pushed me to do my music at another caliber. Even if I never make a placement, it's made me a better producer in that aspect to challenge myself. But as far as experience, I mean, I gotta be truthful, it's 50-50. I could give or take it. Again, if you guys like videos like this, continue to please like and subscribe. Always make sure that you drop in comments. I'm always reading the comments. Thanks for everybody too that has been showing mad love on the channel. You guys are crazy with it, man. Greatly appreciate it. As you guys already know who it is, it's your boy Thesis. Peace.